Hey guys, this is my perspective on what it means to respect elders and the problems that are associated with it. Now first I would say an elder is anybody who's older than you, whether it be that they're a day older than you or a few days or lots of years older than you. But for me, my perspective, when I really think of an elder, I think of people who are 15 to 20 years older than me. Though I do know for sure that an elder is just anyone who's older than you. I think that the slogan, respect your elders, can be overrated at times. I do believe that we are supposed to treat one another with a certain line of respect, regardless of age or anything to that nature. That's biblical. I am a believer, so I do try to follow that motto. One of the reasons why it's overrated is simply because there are elders out there in the world who do not respect anybody younger than them, but yet they expect the respect that they refuse to give. Now, some people are just naturally extra. They demand attention. They act out. They do this, that, and the other, and it's very difficult to respect a person who's like that. Me personally, I will strive to respect a person like that still, because at the end of the day, that says something about my character, and I honestly believe that Jesus will want me to do that. I know, correction. I know for sure he will want us to do that. That's the standard. That's the goal. But I understand why people would not respect that type of person. Also, there are some elders who have a hard time grasping the reality that we are no longer children. If you have an aunt or uncle or a parent who criticizes you whenever you do something wrong, or just feel the need to have to correct every single thing that you do, or say that you could have done something way much better than what you did, especially something that's very subjective. Subjective meaning that there's no really no right or ultimately better way of doing something. It can be difficult to respect people who do those things. Some people don't realize when they are not allowing people to grow up. And part of growing up is making mistakes, you know, especially as a growing adult. You know, I feel like there's mistakes that every adult, every growing adult, every adult period should be able to make. You know, we don't always make provisions for everything. And so that's a different type of elder. But in all, I do believe that I don't believe in people needing to constantly criticize other people for what they do. And I don't think that any elder should expect respect from anyone if they are not willing to show that respect. Some of you elders need to take a step back and just realize that some of the people you're talking to are grown men and women. And if you don't treat them that way, if you let it be known that you don't think they're responsible enough, they're mature enough, they're not going to show you the respect that you feel like you deserve. Now, there are some youth that just refuse to show people respect, and they take every form of criticism as a sign of disrespect. There's a such thing as constructive criticism, and there's just another thing called just disrespect. You know, constructive criticism is necessary for every person. It is. It's necessary for every person, and it may not feel bad. It may not feel good the first time around when you first hear it, but it makes sense. Now, you know a person, if you know that person doesn't really care for you, then okay, you don't have to take what they say. But before you go off at the mouth, before you go off and regret what you say or do, just walk away. Regardless of how old you are, you can walk away. And when the time comes for you to explain yourself, simply explain that I walked away before I did something that I regretted. And most people will respect that from you. That's just my thought. That's my time.